In this video you will learn how to create this beautiful poncho, which you can wear in several different ways. And the creation of this poncho is really very easy and beginner friendly. Okay, to start your poncho you need to take the yarn that you will be using, and I took the hook number 10. You need to chain the amount of stitches that you need, about 50, but it should be possible to divide it by 4. So I will do 56 plus 1. So you always need to do the amount divided by 4 plus 1. The stitch we are creating is called diamond mesh stitch, and you can see the scheme here on this picture. So here is my 56 plus 1, 57 stitches. What I want to do next, I will do, I already did the 1 stitch air loop for the beginning of my first row, and then I do a double crochet in the next loop. After it, I'm doing 5 air loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and double crochet, skipping 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. In the 4th stitch of my initial chain, I'm doing double crochet. Okay, and then I do again 5 air loops, 3, 4, 5, double crochet in the next stitch, skipping 3 stitches. Again a chain of 5, skipping 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, double crochet in the 4th stitch. And this is your first round. You will finish your round to look like this. So here I came to my last stitch, and I'm just doing a double crochet in the last stitch. My first round is done. It looks like this. For my next round, I need to turn my work round, and then what I will do 5 air loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I will do double crochet in the space of the previous round, 5 air loops. Then I will do additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 air loops and double crochet in the next space. And here how it will continue. So I will have like half space here, and I will go with full spaces going on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, double crochet in the next space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, double crochet in the next space. This is called diamond stitch. This is what we are doing. It will look like this. I would probably recommend taking a smaller hook because this one is too big for this yarn, but you can do whatever you want. You can play with the sizes and with the yarn. This is the second row. Let me show you the third row. So I came to my end of the second row, and instead of doing 5 air loops at the end of my second row, I want to do 2 air loops, and then I will do double crochet here in this previous round stitch. Okay, now I will have this connection. I will switch sides, I will turn my work, and I will start the third row. So the third row will be exact same as the first one. So I will just one air loop and double crochet the first stitch, and then I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and double crochet in the next space. And like this you go on to crochet your rows. So you switch between first and second row, and you either start with one air loop and double crochet in the same stitch below, or you start with a chain of 5. So in this manner you mix between these two rows, and the beginning of the row is different. First row is starting from one air loop and then double crochet in the same space, and the second row is starting from 5 air loops and double crochet in the space. And then also the ending is different as I shown. So like this you need to continue until you will reach the size of your requested rectangle, and I will show you now about the sizes and about the structure of this poncho. So I will show you the structure of this poncho. It is very simple structure, and it is basically a rectangle of whatever measurements you need. Mine is 40 on centimeters, right, on 110. That's it. Okay, this is my structure. You can do it wider, you can do it with more length. I will show you how you need to wrap it around you in order to receive the looks that you want. I finished my piece. It looks like this. I actually went for a smaller hook and I did the connection with single crochet instead of double crochet, but whatever you do is fine. The beauty of this poncho, you can do whatever stitch you like, whatever size you like, and let's see how to wrap it. So here is my piece that I did. It is quite long and not very wide, so you can wrap it like this. You need to connect only one line, and then you wrap it like this around your shoulder, and from your back you're taking it here and connecting the two corners of the pieces. The two pieces you connect by the corner, and also you connect somewhere under your arm. You need to measure where it will be comfortable for you. You also want to see how it's wrapping around your body and feel how you like it more. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, depending on your liking. And you will need to connect this line starting from under your arm until the corner of your piece. So here is my place where I want to connect the two pieces. So I will do slip knot like the first stitch that we usually do to connect pieces, and I will insert my hook in one piece, in the second piece of my rectangle. I will pull a yarn through it and do one connecting stitch. Now after this I will do just regular single crochet in each and every space that I have between the two pieces of yarn, so 1, 2, and uniting them together, pulling through. In the spaces I will do how many stitches is necessary, 1 or 2, whatever is needed according to my size of of the rectangle. So at the end of the day, it will look like this. This is my connection. And I will go until the end, until the corner of my piece. To connect these two pieces, it's actually very easy. Just one thing you need to note, you don't want to tie your stitches very much, so it should be quite free connection, because you don't want to make it very tight. That's what I want to mention. And also I took a bigger hook here, which will allow you to do this with a perfect tension and not to make it very tense. So here is my poncho. It's almost ready, but we want to add tassels. So here is our connection of two sides, and you want just to pull it like this through your head, and then one arm like this. So something like this. Okay. In order to do the tassels, what you want to do, you want to take your already done poncho, and you want to take some book. Obviously you will need a yarn, and you want to wrap your yarn around your book the needed amount of times. So I will do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you want to cut from the same side you started to create your tassel, and then you will have such loop. You need to cut it from one side, and you will have this piece of tassel which you want to use. Insert fingers inside one of the spaces of your poncho and pull tassel through it. Then insert in the same loop of the tassel and pull the, sorry, you need to do it even, okay, and then you need to pull the remaining yarn through the tassel loop. Now you need to pull it and securely fix it, so in this way you will have beautiful tassel on your poncho. And this is the final result. Thank you for watching.